Hey everyone, it's Coach K. Today we're going to be talking about angles of polygons. The first thing that we're going to talk about is what is a convex and a concave polygon. So with a convex, you're going to follow each of the sides. So when I'm following the sides, as you can see, it is on the edge. Each line is on the edge. It is not going through. So if it is on the edge, it's called a convex. If you look at concave, you'll look and say, if I follow this one right here, it's going on the inside. Okay, on the inside. And so, but this one here is not going on the inside. But if I follow this one, it goes on the inside. And remember, a cave, some people like to go in explore in a cave. So it'd be inside. So concave. So let's look at this. A regular polygon is a convex polygon where all sides are congruent and all angles are also congruent. So all the sides and all the angles have to be the same. So let's look at this one right here. So the first question we're asking is it convex? So let's go look. We want convex. Are all of the lines that we are hooking vertices together, are they all on the side? Yes. So it is convex. The next one says, are all sides congruent? So I have a 4 here, 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 and a 4 here. So all the sides are also congruent. So then let's look at the angles. Are the angles congruent? 120, 120, 120, 120, 120, 120. So all the angles are also congruent. So if you say yes to all three of those, then you can say it is a regular hexagon. So regular means that all the sides and the angles are the same. All right, let's go to this one right here, number 1. So name the shape. First off, how many sides does it have? Okay, the sides, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So it has 4 sides. And that is called a quadrilateral. Okay, 4 sides, it's called a quadrilateral. So now let's see if it's convex or concave. So I'm going to line up my lines for convex and concave. Is it going on the inside? No, so then it is convex. Now, is it regular or irregular? Remember, regular means all sides and all angles are exactly the same. So if I look, this has 1 hash mark, 2 hash marks, 3 hash marks, 4 hash marks. None of them are the same, so it is considered irregular. All right, let's do problem number 2. So, name the shape. First thing we have to do is count the sides. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So it is 9 sides. So what is that called? It is called a nonagon. A nonagon. Now, is it convex or concave? So if I start drawing them, well, that one goes in the middle. That one there is going to go in the middle. That one there is going to go in the middle. So if you have any of them that go in the middle, it's a concave figure. So now, is it regular or irregular? Well, if I'm looking at it, are all the sides the same or is all the sides different? So irregular is different, so it's an irregular shape. Okay. So let's go over here. We're going to talk about the interior angles. We know that the interior angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. We've been talking about that forever. So now let's look at a quadrilateral, a 4-sided figure. If we draw a line, one of them, a diagonal, that makes two different triangles. So I have 180 and 180, which makes it 360. So if I go to this pentagon, I'm going to draw my diagonal from one vertex. That's 180, that's 180, that's 180, which gives us 540 degrees on the inside. So we're trying to figure out what is the interior angles of the figure. So let's go to a hexagon, which is a six-sided figure. Start out at one vertex. How many triangles from that one vertex? So right here I have 180, 180, 180, 180. So when I add all those up, that gives me 720 degrees. All right, so let's go to the second page. So the first thing we're going to discuss is interior angle sum. The sum means all angles. Okay, the sum means all angles. And so interior means interior angles, all of them. How many degrees is it going to be? So we're going to use this formula right here. N stands for number of sides. So we're going to count our sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have a six-sided figure. So let's use that formula. We have 180 times 6 minus 2. What is 6 minus 2? 4. 4 times 180 is 720. Now, if you remember back to us doing this just a second ago, this is 180, 180, 180, 180. So how many 180s do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4. And so that is how we came up with it. So it's the same thing, but slightly a little different. All right, let's look at the next one, a pentagon. So we have 180 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 minus 2, which is 3, times 180, which is 540. So the interior angles is 540. So that means all the angles on the inside, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, all add up to 540. All right, so let's go to the next one. A single interior angle. So single, what does single mean? One angle. So we're going to use this formula right here. What do you notice about it? This part right here is the same. So if I'm looking at it, this part and this part are exactly the same. The only difference is you're dividing it by n, the number of sides. So if I'm looking at this first one, we're going to take 180 times n, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, minus 2 divided by 6. So we get 720 divided by 6. And so one interior angle is 120 degrees. So this angle right here is 120. This angle right here is 120. This angle right here is 120. So you get the pattern here. All the interior angles, because we're trying to find one single angle. So let's look at this one right here. So we're doing the same thing. We're taking 180 times 3 minus 2 divided by 3. So that gives me 180 divided by 3, which gives me 60. So this angle is 60, this angle is 60, this angle is 60. Okay, so let's talk about the exterior angle sum. What does sum mean one more time? All angles on the outside. Okay, all angles on the outside. So if I'm looking at this one right here, what do you notice? They're always going to be what? 360. So this is 360 because when I add 60, 60, 60, 60, and 60, that gives me 360. So then this one right here is 120, 120. So when I add all of them, that gives me 360 also. So with that same pattern, this would be 360. So the exterior angles are always going to be for a convex figure, 360. A single exterior angle. Remember, what does the word single mean? Okay, single means one exterior angle. So if you look at the formula right here, you're going to take for this first one, you're going to do 360 divided by 6, which gives us 60 degrees. So all of the angles are going to be 60. So right here, 360 divided by 3, which is 120. So if I look at this one, 360 divided by 4, each angle is 90 degrees. So all of these would be 90 degrees. All right, so now let's work out one more problem. First off, it says it's a nonagon. What do we know about a nonagon? How many sides does a nonagon have? If you said 99 sides, then it is a nonagon. So it's a 9-sided figure. So right here, the exterior angle sum. The exterior angle sum is always going to be 360. You don't have to do anything extra with that. Then right here, a single exterior angle, so that means we have to divide by something. So we have 360. How many sides does it have? 9. So 360 divided by 9. So one exterior angle is going to be 40. Then it says interior angle sum. So on this one right here, you're going to have sum means all. So you're going to have 180 times 9 minus 2. So that's 7 times 180. That gives me 1,260. So all the interior angles are going to be this right here. A single, one more time, is 1. So it's going to be 180 times 9 minus 2 divided by 9. So that gives me, 12,060 divided by 9 gives me 140. So that's our lesson. Make sure that you enjoy your day and be safe.